So I'm fishing on the River Hamble this afternoon, and it's been raining non-stop since morning, and it was forecast to stop raining by around 1 p.m. and well, the plan is to fish for chub with bread flake on the hook and liquidized bread on the feeder, keeping the tactics simple. Yeah, I realized today that I've never had success on catching chub using bread or cheese paste. I've had pretty decent chub on maggots before, on maggot feeder and ground bait and so on, but you know, the classic winter bait, bread flake and liquidized bread, cheese paste, I've never had success on it. So I'm kind of on a mission to catch a chub on these simple tactics. I've seen others catch decent fish on the same tactics, and I'm not sure why I haven't had any success, but yeah, that's the plan for today. Let's see if we can bag at least one chub before the end of the close season. It's almost the end of, not the end, but maybe the 20th or 21st of Feb today. So yeah, we've got maybe 3 more weeks to go before the season closes for coarse fish. So yeah, let's hope for the best and see what we can get. Well, luckily the rain has stopped now. It's a bit windy, but it's all right fishing. The river has come up, you know, maybe by a few feet compared to the last time I fished here. I mean, it was back before the rain started last year. That was the first time when I fished here, and generally this is a really shallow river, but I think it probably fishes well when the levels are higher due to the rains. So I'm hopeful of getting something today, but yeah, I've always struggled on bread and cheese paste fishing for chub. So yeah, the plan is to try as many swims as possible. It's around 2 p.m. at the moment, so I think we have daylight probably until 5:30. So yeah, hopefully we'll have a good session. So that's the third cast in this first swim. Nothing, no indication so far, but looks like a good swim. And this is the downstream limit of the fishery. So the plan is to try 3 or 4 cast in this swim here, and if nothing, just keep moving upstream and fish maybe 5 or 6 possibly before the end of daylight. Well, I had 4 chucks in this swim and there was no touch, so I think now it's time to move on upstream. I'm seeing some movement in the rod tip. I'm not sure if that's a bit of weed underneath that's sort of tugging, but no, it was not a fish. It looked like some ducks really, so I'm doubtful if there was a fish really there. So I think it's worth another cast into, in between these tree branches. For a moment, the line got snagged onto these branches, but I managed to release it, and it's fishing fine now. So let's see. Nothing there. I suppose it's just weed down the deck. So I just consider my next cast maybe a bit towards the middle of the river, because at the moment I am casting closer to the near bank. So let's see another cast a bit towards the middle of the river. Well, every time on a cast the line snags onto these branches, so it's not ideal, but yeah. Yes, that's a fish. It's going upstream. I think it's wrapped me around some underwater snag. Well, it's motionless as of now. Oh, I don't want to give it too much pressure. There's definitely some snag there. Might give it some loose line, some slack line. Look like a nice fish. I don't know, I mean, looks like it's still there. I don't want to fully, slacken the line because it's a barbless hook, so if it goes fully slack, then it'll probably shed the hook. This is the problem when you're fishing in a flooded river where there could be any kind of debris underneath, which was probably not there during the summer, but I think the fish is still on, but I feel the fish is still there. The only thing I can do is to fully slacken the line and even keep the rod in the rod rest, really. Well, that was a really good fish. I think it was a chub. It took me to the snacks, and I gave it some slack line, but I think it probably escaped, shot the hook out after it went into the snag, and then I had to pull really hard to get my tackle back, but it didn't break off really, so I got everything back, my hook and my fader, so it looks like it found a way to sort of unhook itself by wrapping around the snag. And I guess there's an underwater there's a branch or something underwater there, so anyway, at least that's a good sign. I got a bite, and it was a good fish, so I think time to just move on. Maybe I have just enough time, maybe half an hour or 45 minutes to fish another swim. I don't think I'll get anything more from this swim here, so I'll try that. Yeah. Coming to the end of the session now. Yeah, maybe just 5-10 minutes of daylight remaining. I lost that really nice fish, which felt like a nice chub, which took me into the snacks, and I lost it. Pulled the hook out really. So, but yeah, the challenge continues. It's some motivation for me to carry on trying bread flake and liquidized bread to catch a chub. As I said, I've never had a chub on bread before, so you know, I've had 3 or 4 blank sessions before this one, but yeah, this one, it's a bit of a motivation to carry on with this method, because like I said, I hooked into a nice one but lost it. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing. See you next time.